Picture a young farm boy dreaming of adventure, only to be thrust into a battle against the evil Empire. What makes him a hero isn't his destiny or the battles he fights. Instead, it's the personal growth he undergoes along the way. Luke Skywalker's journey in the original Star Wars trilogy teaches us that true heroism isn't inherited, but it's earned through choices, sacrifices, and personal growth. Star Wars, the Special Edition, is George Lucas's epic space fantasy with color painstakingly restored and sound digitally enhanced. That's a quote. I'll cite it later. The restoration serves as a reminder of how Luke's journey evolves like the film itself. Through the character of Luke Skywalker in the original Star Wars trilogy, episodes 4 through 6, heroism is revealed as a journey of personal growth rather than an inherited trait, showing that true heroism is born from from both triumph and sacrifice. Today, I will cover what makes a true hero, using Luke Skywalker as my example. Luke Skywalker is a young, idealistic farm boy from the desert planet Tatooine. He dreams of adventures that seem unreachable with his current life situation as a moisture farmer. Luke encounters a couple of droids, R2-D2 and C-3PO, carrying secret plans and a message for Obi-Wan Kenobi, who Luke meets soon after. With Obi-Wan, Luke goes on an adventure to deliver the droids to the rebels. Luke is introduced to Obi-Wan, who teaches him of the Force, explaining that knowledge of it would make him a Jedi like his father. He teaches Luke that the Force is a powerful energy that binds all things together. And through this spiritual connection, Luke will grow as a person and a warrior. Luke was a good teacher. Luke was taught well by Obi-Wan Kenobi, teaching him to defend with his lightsaber and connect with the Force. Still, he was a good example of bravery and selflessness when facing Darth Vader and sacrificing himself for Luke. Kenobi shows Luke the importance of standing up for what's right, even at a significant personal cost, because, Obi-Wan sacrificed himself. He died. He accepted death for Luke Skywalker. Throughout practically every hero movie or story, the hero has a mentor or figure they look up to or admire. However, the hero eventually needs to needs to move on to grow independently. A true hero can't be made alone. Most have friends or mentors to guide them, as I mentioned, and Yoda is another character of the Star Wars universe. He's a little green alien. Not really sure what his species is called, but little green alien who's his second mentor after Obi-Wan, and his friends Princess Leia Organa and Han Solo are with him along the way. Every hero falls short along the way of becoming a hero, like when Luke fell short when facing Vader. In Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, Yoda trains Luke Skywalker, but he leaves prematurely to save his friends from the Empire, which was a trap made by Darth Vader. He left despite Yoda's warning that he was not prepared to face Darth Vader, which ended up being true as he lost horribly in a lightsaber duel. After facing off with Darth Vader, Luke loses his hand. I think it was his left hand. And Vader reveals that he is his father, and he did not kill his father, but he is his father, which left Luke devastated and conflicted, which makes perfect sense, I think. Luke leaving before his training was completed highlighted his impulsiveness and difficulty prioritizing the greater good over his personal attachments, aka his friends. Driven by his emotions and sense of responsibility to save his friends, he acts rashly, disregarding his duty as a Jedi to prioritize personal attachments over the greater good. Luke's cross is the fact that the Galactic Empire's chief military leader, who believes killed his father, is his father, which is a quote, which I'll come back to later. This revelation forces Luke to forces Luke to confront his external struggle against the Empire and the darker aspects of his own identity, which creates a deep internal conflict that is dealt with in the next movie. Heroes in novels and movies often face strong temptation or a promise from the antagonist to turn them over to their side through numerous tests and trials and temptations. What the potential hero does in this situation determines whether he will become a hero or a villain or somewhere in between. In Luke's case, he initially deals with the internal conflict from his dad being Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan not telling him this / lying about it, which is debatable. In Return of the Jedi, the Emperor and Vader attempt to convince Luke to join them to rule over the galaxy, with his father by his side, which is a test of power, basically. With Luke's internal conflict and conflicting morals, he has difficulty deciding one until one decided moment. Luke gets the best of Vader in a fight, and it was the last duel of the movie. Luke decides that Luke decides to do what Vader couldn't do, which is show mercy towards his father. Luke shows mercy to his father despite the strong temptation for power and the pressure from the Emperor, solidifying his transformation into the true hero he's known as today. His final test, choosing compassion over vengeance, it defines Luke. It defines Luke's character and legacy and his victory overall, his overarching victory. Revealing that true heroism lies in the ability to select the higher moral path, even in the face of overwhelming darkness. From the guidance of his mentors to the struggles with personal conflict, and finally, to his ultimate test of mercy, Luke exemplifies the true nature of a hero. Ultimately, is not his victory over the Empire that defines him. Ultimately, it's not his victory over the Empire that defines him. I have that sentence written down, but I read it wrong. But the courage to rise above his flaws, to make difficult decisions, and to choose the light over the dark.